Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this example here, and we have example 2. Now, on this one here, it says the diagram below shows the rectangle LINT, and they give us obviously the rectangle LINT, and they're giving us some segments with their measurements, and they're asking us to find the perimeter of the rectangle here. Now, a few things to talk about here. Whenever we're talking about a rectangle, we know that the rectangle has the opposite sides that are congruent. So then LI and NT or TN would be the same measurement, and LT and IN would also be the same measurement. So then if I want to go ahead and find perimeter would be adding my LI plus IN plus NT plus LT. Or I could do, since LI and NT are the same and IN and LT are the same, I could do 2 times their measurement. Okay, so let's go ahead and see this here. So let me just write this down. It could be 2 times L1 because it's the same measurement, or LI, I'm sorry, and 2 times IN. And it doesn't matter which one I find. If I find LT, it's going to be the same measurement for IN. If I find LI, it's going to be the same measurement for NT. So let's go ahead and move on here. So let's go ahead and see what we're given. We're given the triangle. There's a couple triangles in here. There's actually 3 triangles. We have LYT. We also have triangle NYT, and we have triangle LIN. So let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna go ahead and draw one of the triangles here. So I'll do it on this side. And this is going to be a right triangle. This is going to be my Y. And then this is T. And this is L. So then L and Y has a measurement of 5.2. Y and T has a measurement of 3.9. So we need to find LT here. Now, whenever you're trying to find a side of a right triangle, we will be using Pythagorean theorem. Now, Pythagorean theorem hasn't yet been introduced. It's something that we'll be doing after this chapter, but this is just a glimpse of what Pythagorean theorem is. You have a triangle, which is 90 degrees, has a right triangle, and in order for us to find a missing side, we need 2 of the sides, and we're using this formula here. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and B, those actually, there's no specific order as to which one is A, which one is B. C would be the only one that has a designated order, which is the one that is opposite to the 90 degrees. The other sides, it doesn't matter which one's A or which one's B. So for this one here, if I want to go ahead and find my X, I'm actually trying to find the C value here. We're trying to find C. So then if I want to go ahead and find C, I'm going to go ahead and use Pythagorean theorem here. Pythagorean theorem. And this is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And I'm going to go ahead and label this as my A and this as my B. So then we have 5.2 squared plus 3.9 squared equals c squared. So what we have to do here is we want to go ahead and square each of the measurements here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my calculator, and I'm going to go ahead and do parentheses 5.2, and we're going to go ahead and square that, plus parentheses 3.9, and I'm going to go ahead and square that again. So when we multiply these, or let me actually do it separately so that way we know what h's. So this is 27.04 plus we have 3.9, and if we square that, we have 15.21 equals c squared. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add those two, and we have 27.04 plus 15.21, which gives us 42.25, and all of that is equal to c squared. Now we're almost done here in finding the c value. In order for us to find the c, and we want to go ahead and get rid of that squared, we need to take the square root, which is the opposite of a squared. So I'm going to go ahead and take the square root, and I'm going to go ahead and do the square root of 42.25, which would give us 6.5. Now, whenever you are taking the square root, you always have two solutions, one that's positive, one that's negative. But in this case, we're only looking for the positive one, so we're only keeping the positive value here. So then measurement LT in this case is 6.5. So then let me go back to my triangle here. LT is 6.5. So if this here is 6.5, then it means that this side over here, IN, is also going to be 6.5. So now we just need to find LI and TN.